Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our last week of Sabbath School Nuggets for this year. Now, before we begin, I just want to say thank you to Seth for leading out in last week's study, Esther and Mordecai. Now, this week we're going to be talking about the end of God's mission. Our memory text for this week is a well-known Bible passage that comes to us from 2 Peter 3:11 and 12. Therefore, since all these things will be dissolved, what manner of persons ought we to be in holy conduct and godliness, looking for and hastening the coming of the day of God? Now, this week's memory verse brings us back to where we started. We started out with this idea that as Seventh-day Adventists, we are called by God to do something for God, something that is both personal and important to Him, and He's asking us to do it. So what is God calling us to do? Well, He's asking us to tell others what we know. Now, do we as Adventists know some stuff that other people do not? Of course we do. And one of the most important things we know is that Jesus is coming again. And when He does, the world as we know it is going to end. So with this in mind, God is asking us to prepare the world for the second coming of Jesus. Now, we come to Sunday's lesson and it reminds us that there is something by far more important that we know. And you might be wondering, what can be more important than the second coming of Jesus Christ and the end of the world as we know it? It's simple. The most important thing we know is that Jesus saves. Yes, the world as we know it is coming to an end, but Jesus saves. And let's be clear here. The mission for the Godhead has always been the salvation of the human race. There's no entrance into heaven without first being saved. As a matter of fact, Sunday's lesson reminds us that salvation is the means by which we enter into the kingdom of God. Please don't miss this. Once you are saved, you are called by God to become involved in the mission of God, which is to seek and to save the lost. God has made us family, and the family business is the business of salvation. Well, that was our nugget for today. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you tomorrow.